All right, this is going to be part, I think, 6 of the Seminole pumpkins. This is the rabbit coop, and as you can see, we've got several nice little pumpkins there. We have picked several, and I'm going to be picking a few more. I'm going to step up on top of a brick over here if I can do it without killing myself. It is growing very nicely. I've got a couple of pumpkins that are a little bit big, and we're just going to go ahead and let them go. I'm not completely sure how I'm going to harvest from the top until they're dead. So mostly going to be harvesting from the edges. As you can see, it's reached the front up to the of the coop, of the rabbit coop, and it is covering it very nicely in the back half. Probably within a week, maybe 2, it'll be covering the front part. And if this works well by shading and cooling, I might be able to breed my rabbits a few weeks earlier, because here in Georgia, our bucks will go sterile during the heat. And anyway, we're going to be harvesting some Seminole pumpkins, and my wife's going to try to can some, and we'll see how that goes. But we have, like I said, we have several pumpkins, and they're doing very well. This side is just absolutely gone nuts. You can see another pumpkin up there in the front. There's a large one up. There's a couple of large ones up in the middle there that I can't reach, and I'm not going to try. They have a pretty bloom, and bees of all sorts love them. Right now, they're not too many of them open. See one up there that's about to open. Those 2 are about to open. Those are male flowers. So again, this is just a video going to be showing the ongoing view of the Seminole pumpkins. If you're in a place where you can grow these things, I've got to tell you, we've got pumpkins inside. You can see a couple in there that I can't reach. That's a female flower up there. And I may try to get that one later in the week, but right now I'm not going to attempt it. Anyway, if you've got an area where you can grow these things, and you live in a place where they grow, you can pick fruit all year long. You can pick up fruit all summer long, basically, from them. If you're into eating leaves from pumpkins, or frying up the blooms that are all edible, you'll produce a ton of fruit with these things. And the fruit, when you let them ripen, and we'll let some ripen as we go along, we still have like 4 inside right now that are good. I'm in Georgia. I don't have a root cellar. I don't have anything like that. Several of those sat out on a hay bale from say late September to early December, and then were brought inside after that. And they're still good right now. I can cut them right now. You can tell when they start getting bad. We had to throw a few away to the chickens because you could tell they were fixing to go bad. But I mean, these things produce fruit and produce food, and it's just they're amazing in some respects. So anyway, I'm going to start picking a few, and okay, this is a view from the front, and I have been successful at getting some of the pumpkins from off with my apple picker and with my pole pruner. And I got a couple of more back over on this side that I'm probably going to try to grab. Got to move some stuff around so I can get up there. But this is what it looks like on the top. So as you can see, they're growing pretty good. I'm having to loop some of them back on, like this little guy here. He wanted to come off and just go out the front. Got a couple of nice little fruits there. I got a large one back there that's already too large. We're going to let it go and produce. So, and I actually see some squash bug eggs back there, which I'm not going to fool with, because so far the squash bugs are not really bothering these. This one's growing well. The ones on the other side, we haven't had any rain for a couple of days. I may go ahead and start watering them again, just so that the squash bugs don't get ahead of me. So anyway, and like I said, this is the first time I've had any issue with squash bugs, and it's not been on this side. I've killed some over here, and you know, every other year I found them, I usually kill them just because they destroy destroyed so many of my squash through the years. But anyway, these guys don't seem to be bothered by them. So, all right, I'll let you go again. And this is the little pumpkin I picked. Got a bucket down there with 3 already in it, and I'm fixing to put another one in. Okay, finishing up the Seminole pumpkin. Got a little pumpkin there. Got a nice open flower here. That's a male flower. Usually they're full of bees, but it's a little warm, so the bees are kind of taking it easy. Nice, pretty one. Still not a whole lot of female fruit on this one yet. Mostly the male flowers. This one over here, we have picked a number of fruit off of already, and we have one that got rather large. I'm doing a little watering because it's gotten dry again on me after several days of rain in a row. We're leaving one to develop, and we've got several small ones over there. You can see one. There's a small one over there. There's another small one over there, and probably a couple up here somewhere if I look for a minute. But anyway, they're doing very well. Like I said, I am starting to water. Fixing to move my hose to the next plant because we have gotten, I don't have it up high enough. All right, got to go move my hose around. All right. Anyway, sometimes the way I do I'm watering with 2 hoses at once. So anyway, the squash bugs, while I still see them, they are not causing damage now that I've started watering. And they're climbing up very nicely, climbing around, and should have quite a few Seminole pumpkins in the next little while. I picked about 6 this morning, and my wife's going to try to can them. I have no real confidence, but she's getting all she wants to eat. So if she wants to play around with trying to can them, there's a little small one there too. So anyway, I'll let you go, and I might go over and do the others. This one's inside of the baby chicken coop. We raise our babies in here. Again, add more male flowers. It's growing largely almost all the way across. We got another female fruit right here. There's probably another couple over here. If I look closely, probably see a few more, but this one's growing very well. He's gets a little bit of shade from the Jerusalem artichokes, but not terrible. Some of my Jerusalem artichokes are starting to bloom, and a few of them are starting to try to die out. They're a little too crowded, which happens. We'll still get more than we can eat. And we have a Seminole pumpkin over here that is just now finally starting to break through and get up, and you can see him in there. A few nice leaves. I don't think he's even thinking about blooming yet. He's got to get up and get on top of the cage probably before that happens. So, all right. Well, if you like this sort of thing, I'd ask you to subscribe, and this will probably go up in as Seminole Pumpkin Part 6. There's his top. So, like I said, he's just now getting going.